Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at NECA's Ultimate Flasher Gremlin.
The Flasher first appeared in the 1984 comedy horror Gremlins.
Definitely had some criticism in regards to some of the violent scenes that were depicted throughout the movie. However, Steven Spielberg had enough because he was getting flack with that, and as well as one of the Indiana Jones movies. I believe it was the Temple of Doom. I'm not 100% sure. But they went to the Motion Picture Association of America, suggested that they change their ratings, and bam, rating PG-13 happened 2 months after Gremlins was released. Okay, so here is the Ultimate Flasher Gremlin removed from the package. I do love the artwork on the box. NECA killed it. Not much of a difference in our other Gremlins over here in the sense of design wise, markings. He seems a little shorter in comparison. However, I'm going to measure him today because I'm kind of curious. So we're going to measure him from the bottom of his foot to the top of his, we'll call it eyebrow. Let's call it an eyebrow. So from the bottom of his foot that I have here to the top of his eyebrow, he stands at 6 inches. So now I do have this other one as I drop the other one down. He is on a NECA stand. But I'm going to remove him and do the same thing. So although he appears smaller when you remove him from the box, he's actually the exact same size. The nice thing about this NECA is that it actually stands without a stand. Anyone who has these Gremlins know that they can be quite top heavy. Alrighty, now that I've gone ahead and measured him, let's take a look at some of his accessories. So this NECA Gremlin comes with a lot of accessories. I definitely appreciate that. The Gremlin ones always have a lot of accessories. The only ones that have not so far that I have received would be the Christmas winter. But it's great because now I have all these pieces throughout all the Gremlins that we have that are interchangeable and we can make different scenery. So I'm really excited to do that. So the Gremlins trench coat, as you can see, it is fabric. It comes with this little belt loop here. And of course, I love how they put little buttons on it as well, just to give it that authenticity. Really appreciate that, NECA. Dual belt loop by the looks of it. If you don't have small fingers, I'd imagine that this shall be a problem. As you can see, my NECA stand just fell off. I am going to continue using that for the rest of this review. All right, so I've gone ahead and opened up the Flasher Gremlin. The coat is removable should you choose, like silk lining almost on the inside. And of course, that's just him flashing away. Now, the one thing I would have loved for this trench coat to have would be some form of loop or string or something to connect to his hands to give the flasher appearance of the figure. I have tried to place the trench coat in the hands and have it open up. It's just not staying. So maybe future we can get some loops, or maybe I'll just put some wax on there. So articulation on this guy, the same as all the other ones. I will recommend soaking some of the arms and such with all NECAs. I believe the last Gremlin I bought, the foot actually snapped off right out of the package. So these ones can be tricky. Now this figure comes with one interchangeable hand. And of course that is your closed hand so that you can hold your accessories, which we'll go through in a moment. So this figure came with a ton of accessories, which is very nice, especially if you collect other NECA Gremlin pieces, because you can create quite the scenery with some of the other accessories that these NECAs come with. I love when NECA sends a boatload of accessories with a figure, especially when there's multiple figures in the line, because then collectors like me can play around with them, set up different sceneries, you know, switch up the accessories, even use some of the accessories with our other NECAs. Go figure. Love it. So appreciate the accessories. Of course, comes with his trench coat, which can be removed. As previously mentioned, he has an interchangeable hand. This one will just be a closed fist, just to hold any accessories. We have a jumbo mallet. Very cool. Looks like real wood. It has the etching and the markings of a real wood mallet. Would hurt if someone got snacked with that. So that's pretty cool. And we can play poker. So we have some poker chips and some playing cards. Pretty cool. We have a bow tie, should we choose to dress him up for his big poker party. Love it. It appears that this one may be intact, so you might have to, I don't even know how you would get that on there if it was intact. I'll figure it out. I always do. Mug of beer or a stein, however you want to call it. Frosty cold one. Good way to end your weekend, huh? And then of course he has his fedora. Love it. Love the work in it. And now it is plastic. It has a leather look to it, which is great. And it has 2 grooves in the top there so that you know where to place it on his head, right above those. And of course it comes with a puppet that appears to be a bear dressed as a bee. Very interesting. I want to know what goes on at these poker parties for the Gremlins. And of course, a flasher gremlin at a poker party would be incomplete without his very own hand of cards. I love the details. I love how it reminds me of bicycle playing cards. Like it's just reminds me. And I love that this card, and I don't know if you've noticed, but one of the cards is actually bent up, so that it looks like they've been used before. And of course, we get our visor because we are playing poker. What kind of poker game would we have here without the visor? Again, this one has no form of separation. It looks like it is something that'll just plop on the top of his head there. And of course, we have our glasses so that we can bluff our way to the jackpot. And for the dangerous part of this, don't smoke, kids. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 of these tiny, tiny little cigarettes. Ash and all. Now those ones will go right into our accessory bin because I know that I would lose it. So besides the accessories, of course, it does come with the backdrop. Now this backdrop is the same backdrop that all the Gremlin figures have had. I would have loved to see this one have some form of poker table on it. If we were sticking to the poker theme, maybe a poker table. But who am I? Alrighty guys, in the comments, tell me, which was your favorite Gremlins movie? Did you like Gremlins, which was released in 1984, or did you like Gremlins 2, the new batch, which was released in 1990? Tough. I think I'm going to have to go with Gremlins 2, the new batch. I really loved the Manhattan theme behind it, and I love the whole, you know, glamour, and then Greta, and of course our Flash are here, and we got to meet new Gremlins and characters throughout that movie, so that was really fun. However, I do love the first one because it is the one that introduces us to Gizmo. And who the heck doesn't love Gizmo?
Well, I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on, pretty baby, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll until the broad daylight, because I'm ready.
Alrighty Alrighty guys, well thank you so much for stopping by while we took a peek at NECA's Ultimate Flasher Gremlin. Very cool. I'm so glad to have it. We are excited to put it with the rest of our NECA Gremlins, and we can't wait to see what else that NECA pops out in the Gremlin. Alright everybody, don't forget to like this video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.